Welcome back to Key Shapes. This video is exploring exploding faces, naming the notes in all clefs. Most musicians only need to know the pitch locations in one clef. The simple device used to teach the names of the notes in the spaces of the treble clef, F-A-C-E, can be used to quickly identify notes above and below treble clef, as well as notes in bass clef and in alto clef. This advanced knowledge is most helpful in learning secondary instruments and when leadership responsibilities are assumed. Many musicians first learn the note names in the treble clef, where the word face spells the names of the notes in the spaces from bottom to top. The face trick works because as the notes go up on any staff, the note names go forwards alphabetically. The face trick is also helpful above and below the treble clef. Starting on the top line of the staff, face gets you through the first three ledger lines. Ledger lines are short lines that allow us to extend the staff, up or down. E is on the bottom line of the staff. Face backwards takes you down through the first three ledger lines below the staff. The face trick is also helpful in, above, and below the bass clef. In bass clef, F is on the space just below the staff. Starting on the fourth line of the staff, face gets you through the first two ledger lines above the staff. E is on the first ledger line below the staff. Face backwards takes you down through the first four ledger lines below the staff, which is real handy if you're a tuba player or if you have to read tuba parts, but not so much for anybody else. The face trick is also helpful in, above, and below the alto clef. In alto clef, the C is the center line of the staff, so F is the bottom line. Starting on the fourth space of the staff, face gets you through the first two ledger lines above the staff. Viola players are the only people that use alto clef, so we're only going down from C to E below the staff, E to C down below the staff, because C is the open bottom string on the viola. How do treble, alto, and bass clefs fit together? Middle C is on the first ledger line below the treble clef. Middle C is on the middle line in the alto clef. Middle C is on the first ledger line above the bass clef. The bottom two lines of treble clef are the same notes as the top two lines in alto clef. The top two lines of bass clef are the same notes as the bottom two lines in the alto clef. Exploding faces review. The notes in the music alphabet are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When we go every other note, we find the word face. Knowing where to find face is a very handy way to remember note placement for the three main clefs. Treble clef, alto clef, we know that the middle line is C, so the bottom four lines are F, A, C, E. In bass clef, we know that the space below the staff is F. Beyond the basics, the treble clef is sometimes called a G clef because the circle at the bottom shows where the note G is. The bass clef is sometimes called the F clef because the beginning of the bass clef and the two dots show us where the note F is. The alto clef is sometimes called the C clef because the line in the middle of the clef shows us where the note middle C is. The C clef can move. The middle of the C clef is always middle C. The tenor clef, middle C is on the fourth line. In soprano clef, middle C is on the second line. What to do next? There are 2 review sheets available in your student packet for further study. If you'd like to check for mastery on this topic, ask your teacher for the Exploding Faces review sheets. Thank you for learning about finding notes in the most commonly used clefs. See you next time.